Hello, everyone, and a Merry Christmas to everybody. I know that this live stream comes on the 28th, but hey, it's still Christmas. Still Christmas time. We're in the in between point where nobody really knows what day it is between Christmas Day and New Year's Day. Nobody's really sure where we are, to be fair. So it's kind of like an intermission period between Christmas Day and New Year's Day, because everybody's like, "What day is it? What day is it?" I mean, I went to church on Wednesday, and I was like, "Oh, I got confused, and I thought it was a Sunday because the roads are clear, like it was a Sunday, and everything." It's like, what? It's not a Sunday. No, it's Wednesday. Christmas Day was on a Wednesday. My mind's gonna be blown if Christmas Day is actually on a Sunday, though it would make it more convenient. So yeah, but yeah, it's been an interesting Christmas time. Some good, some bad, but mostly good. I enjoyed the time with the family. Hopefully, you guys have all enjoyed time with your family. You've been able to spend that important time with whatever family you've got left, because some people don't have family, and I understand that completely. And I hope that they manage to find somewhere, because I've known there's loads of places here in Derby that will still serve you a Christmas dinner for those who are alone on Christmas Day. Because I know our church does that. Because we have the Hope Centre, and we offer out a free meal for you guys. Whoever's got nobody, basically they got no money, no food, nothing, and no company. Because that's the important thing. It's just being with somebody, just being able to have a conversation with somebody, which is the most important thing. It's meant to be connection during the Christmas period, sharing the reason why it's called Christmas. Now, I'm not going to get into super religious, but yes, it is all about the birth of Christ, and people forget that story between it all, and that is one of the most important stories that you could tell. Okay, I don't want to get too religious down, because I know how it works with other cultures, but that's how it works in my culture. Anyway, yes, Christmas, great. Brilliant. Had a nice meal, got a nice turkey dinner, the regular setup. I just love the idea of just, have you got any of that? Have you got that? Do you need any more of that? How much more of that? No. Can I have the pigs in blankets? It's like, no, I want some. No, you've got to. Trust me, there's never any pigs in blankets left when I'm done. Everybody else, out the way. I usually put them right next to me on the table so that I get first dib at it. I usually like to go around twice. I go around the whole lot twice. It's just become a thing where I really, really enjoy the pigs in blankets. What can I say? It's actually those of you who are here, who's in the same church, who are watching this, you'll know a guy called James. He calls them pigs in duvets. That was a new one on me, but it got me chuckling when he was saying that. It's like, I suppose it works. A pig in a duvet? Why not? You're already putting one in a blanket. What's the difference? One's warmer. Anyway, yeah, so talking about Christmas people and church, and yeah, I've got a lot of cards to go through this year. It seems I got a nice stack full here to go through. Granted, some of the cards are thicker than others, so it looks more than it is. But anyway, hopefully you've all had a great Christmas. So yeah, let's have a look and say hello to people. Hello, Anna. Hello, Leanna, or Autumn, as you are on here. Terry, Merry Christmas to you. Mowley, always good to see you around. Kitten Fangirl, brilliant. Gang's all here. Though I do believe we are missing a few regulars, but I'm sure they'll file in eventually. They're always welcome to come in whenever they want. Some of the cards, I know. This one I got early. This one I got early on. It was from Heidi. Can you see it? You got it? Yep. Yes. I didn't read it out. Obviously, I read it myself already because I needed to see who it was from. I needed to see what was going on. So what it says is, "Dear Chris, Merry Christmas. I am very happy that you got more things to do and friends to meet. You have come a long way. Be proud of yourself. I got a permanent job, 40%, so I have more security, working on guilty myself, more giving myself more time for fur and games. Wish you a great new year with lots of new experiences. Purrs and hugs, Heidi." Or Norway Cat Fan, as she is on there. Very nice card from you, Heidi. Always welcomed. Everybody's welcome with the cards and everything. It's always wonderful. Love the t-shirt, do you? Okay. Yeah, it does say meowy Christmas on there as well. But yeah, you had a Christmas dinner by. But if you're happy with that, you nothing seems to be putting you down, does it, Anna Philly Mouse? But as long as you got through your Christmas and you managed to enjoy yourself, there's just some people who aren't as fortunate, I'm afraid. It's one of those worlds that we live in now. Oh, Autumn, Leanna, you love the pigs in blankets, do you, as well? I was told that you don't get that sort of thing over there, but okay, I guess. Okay, I'm gonna need my my heifer, my slicer. Don't worry, I'm not sliced anybody, but these piece of papers. Yeah, of course. You enjoy the quiet time. That is fine. Now let's get on to some cards now. I can't remember who's who, so it's got. And I know, Anna, you sent me 2 cards. And I know you sent me one for my birthday and one for my Christmas. So I'm sorry if I read the Christmas one first before the birthday card, because it doesn't matter. I'm sure they'll be just as wonderful. Anyway, I don't think this is one of yours, but we'll find out who it is. Like I say, it's hard when you just got Chris. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. That's wonderful, isn't it? To Chris from Gary, Suzanne, and family. Thank you, Gary. Thank you very much. One of the guys that I know from church. Really good guy. Except now the card won't go back in. We'll get there eventually. It's always a little challenge to get them back in. You get them out, but you can't get them back in. But thank you, Gary and Suzanne and family. Very nice card indeed. Always happy. This is the first time I've done a real big card opening with the church, because I hadn't really been in with the church crowd as much, so nobody really knew who I was. And I don't think last year I didn't really want anybody to know who I was, because I wasn't sure what to expect. But now I'm well in with the church crowd. I'm getting blooming filled with them. But it gives me it definitely gives me a topic to cover on a Christmas day. or on whatever Christmas show. Now, who's this from? I don't know. I've only half got way in. Okay. Ugh. When in doubt, just rip it. Oh, that's a nice one, that is. That looks really good, that does. It's really cool. Shines as well. I think it's like a Christmassy montage. Like a village. Really good. To Chris, thank you for all you do and the chats you have on a Friday. Have a blessed Christmas, Denise. Oh, thank you, Denise. That's wonderful. She's the woman who leads the Hope Centre at the food bank. Thank you, Denise. Very, very appreciative of that. That's such a cool card as well. Wow. Brilliant. It looks fancy from my point of view, anyway. Anyway, this one looks like it's got a bit damaged in the post, but we'll see what's coming on. Secret cards. Oh, right. Yowie Catmus. Yeah. Get in there. Hope you enjoyed your Christmas as well. I love this. I love this. It's like my own version of Kitten Academy's mailbag, isn't it? Oh, that one went straight through. Oh, it's on me. That one worked nicely. But whose is it? Oh, it's a birthday card. Nice photos, though. To Chris, have a great day. Much love from all happy days. Oh, yes. And the card itself says, have a very happy birthday. This card is sent to say to a very special person who truly brightens every day. Happy birthday. I didn't read any of the messages inside the others because, well, it was literally just Merry Christmas or Happy Birthday. So I pretty much covered it. Looking to see if they give me something extra. I'm a bit cheeky like that. But nah, I don't want any more. It's just the fact that you're sending me cards. I've still got a few here. And I've also got the Kitten Academy card. I hope everybody's got their cards. This is why I'm leaving that sort of stuff to the end, because I don't know if anybody's got if everybody who here from Kitten Academy has ordered a Christmas card. I don't know if they've got theirs yet. So I'm taking care with that. So I'll give you a heads up when I'm gonna open it. Oh, this one's from James, and thankfully he didn't tighten it down. He left it nicely open. Yeah, because I see him at Happy Days as well, but I also see him at the All In service, which is the bonus service that I do as well with him. Away in a manger. Very good. I think that's it's Joseph. It's Joseph and Mary. Of course it is. To Chris, God bless you. Love, peace, and joy. James. And the message in the middle. Wishing you the special blessings of Christmas. Amen. Thank you, James. I know you haven't got your internet, but I know you haven't got access to YouTube or your internet. So I'm not really talking to you at all. But I'm sure people who do watch, people who know you as well, they'll tell you that I thanked you for the card, and I'm very grateful for what you've done there. I mean, you're a dirty old man sometimes, but I'll let you go with that, James. I'll let you go with that. Because, well, I can be a bit rude as well. There's nothing wrong with having dirty, rude jokes with each other, is there? He's always a fun man to hang around with. Those who know him. If you don't know him, then, well, it's a shame, really. Because he's a guy that you want to get to know. Where are we? Okay. Trying to find an end that sticks out. No jokes, please, on that one. Okay. Oh. Sometimes these cards get... So, Joseph and Mary. Well, that would be quite an interesting tale to recap. I have good friends, yes. Sorry, I'm reading these all in the wrong order here. Meow bag. Meow bag. You're having a mailbag with me. Do it. I'm trying to show you all the cards and read all the messages. Wow. Whoa. That is fantastic. And I think it, well, you got that bit. I think it opens up. That's just a starry sky. Very good. To Chris. Wishing you peace at Christmas with love from Sheila. Ah, yes. Thank you, Sheila. She sits on the table with us at Happy Days. And she's quite happy to give out a card. She was writing it right there in front of me. But I didn't actually see the card at the time. She'd already wrapped it up. But wow, that is fantastic. And I think right in there is Mary and Joseph in the manger. Manger. Oy. You'd think I'd learn how to speak English by now, wouldn't you? Bear with me. I've got to get this blooming card back in. I'll tell you what, I'll deal with you later. You ain't going back in, are you? Now, whose is this first card? This one looks professionally made. I'm starting to wonder if this is actually a card or just something. Anyway, apparently it's for someone special. But it's to me for definite. Moonpig. I know that isn't the person. That's just the card company. Oh, let's see. Where have we got? Let's see where we're going with this thing. Oh, there's definitely a card. I haven't forgot anything. Okay. Oh, it's happy birthday again. It's actually been designed. It's got my name on it. Nice. But I suppose that's what you get with Moonpig, though, isn't it? They always design them to suit you. It's nice and golden. Oh, it's from my family. Okay. Thank you. Sorry about that. I can't read that one. That's a family member's one. But it was a very nice card from them. I'm sorry about that. It wasn't a church. That wasn't a churchy one. That was from family members that I don't see very well, that live a distance away. But I'll show you the card. There you go. I have to respect the family because I'm not sure that they're too keen. But anyway, very nice card. Thank you. They know who they are. They've seen the card. They probably put it in. I don't even know if they're watching my videos. But anyway, thank you, family. It's a shame. You get family, but you don't see them that often. You know that they're there, but you don't get to see them. Wow, this one looks sparkly. Oh, stuck in there. Oh, wow. Jazzed up or what? Really sparkly around the outside. Wow. And it sticks out like that as well. Wow. It does open, right? Okay. Chris, with love and best wishes at Christmas. Every good wish to you for Christmas and the new year. Bob and Margaret. Oh, wow, yes. Margaret said she made that herself. She said she'd made these. She worked really hard and made these. No wonder it's so blooming brilliant. Oh man. She also makes an excellent lemon drizzle cake. Even though I've never really been one for lemon, but for some reason, when you know it's made by somebody, it suddenly becomes really, really tasty. But I think that's fantastic. Beautifully made. That is beautifully made. Wow. Oh. Oh. Wowee. That's a good one. Yeah, man, I'm going to take... I've still got a few cards left here. Give me a moment. Been having fun so far, though. Been amazing cards that I've seen. Oh, by the way, from the Happy Days, they also gave this at the Christmas dinner. They also gave me one. It came in one of the prizes for the Christmas dinner. They also gave me a coaster, but I'm using that, so that's a little bit occupied. So yeah, peppermint bark. I've never had peppermint bark, but you always suggest it and stuff. It's like, this is wonderful. It's like, I've never had the peppermint bark, but everybody seems to be suggesting it to me. I like mint, but I never had peppermint bark. And I do apologise if I've missed some of your messages and not said it to them. If what you said was really, really important for me to have read out, then please just keep saying it, and eventually I will read it. All right, let's get back to it. Looks like I am near the end of the cards. To Chris, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Okay. Oh, this one isn't. Oh, no, this one isn't. Excuse me. Oh, got it. Finally. I'm in. Oh, that's cool. We're in the major again. But what we're going to expect? Joseph and Mary are going to be so knackered after all this. Actually, I think Joseph and Mary probably was, because they had to go all the way from to Bethlehem. Best wishes for Christmas and New Year. Love and God bless, Jill and Hector. Oh, thank you very much, Jill and Hector. Wonderful people I will also work with at the food bank. And I see them at Happy Days. I swear they must, and I also see them at church as well. I swear they must be sick of me by now. But thank you. But it's hard to say thank you enough, and I really gotta say I love that at the front of the card. It's really, really nice, really, really shiny. I don't know if you can get the shine like that, but my hat is adorable. Oh yes, thank you. Yep. Well, I thought, get in the Christmas spirit, eh? The lemon drizzle cake lady. Yes. I mentioned that last month, didn't I? Yeah, I did, didn't I? Yes. Apparently she said to me, you go onto the Mary Berry website and search for a lemon drizzle cake. Apparently it's one of hers on her website. Don't know if that helps much, but apparently that's where she got her recipe from. So if you want to make a lemon drizzle cake like hers, it's Mary Berry. And who else to give you a decent pudding? Who else to bake you a cake than, well, the original baker? And plus she did do the British Bake Off. I don't know if she still does now. Yeah, well, Philly Mouse, that's probably why it's so good. Doesn't matter if you like lemon or not. You just like the cake. And to be fair, I think that's what it was. I love cake. So I'm going to eat the cake. Funnily enough. But I'm not one to turn away. I can't turn away a pudding. Oh, she left, did she? Oh, right. I thought she did, but I wasn't sure. Because I can't remember who took over. I know it's a couple of comedians that took over, but I can't remember. Sorry. It's not one of the programs I watch anyway. I don't like ending up with a soggy bottom. I know that one's a favourite from there because loads of people say stuff like that. Right. Anna, I think these two are yours. I don't know if you want to help me out with which one's the birthday one. Is it the one with the cat or the blue teapot? Which one do I start with? I'll see if I can get that one. I should say, is it the colourful? But I'm sure. The one with the cat is the Christmas one. Okay. So I'll start with the blue teapot then. Thank you. I just realised I could have I can just ask you here. Anyway, what we got? A stock card. Oh, there it is. Okay. I love it. Yeah. I love the card. Dear Chris, hippo birdie to you, hippo birdie to moo, hippo birdie dear you, hippo birdie to you. Very good. Have a wonderful birthday filled with love, hugs, and purrs. Anna Marie. Thank you very much. And that was a tongue twister in a sense. That was hippo birdie. I don't know. Well, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Very comical. I'll have to sort that out later because it won't go back in the card. Very good. Very tongue twister style that was. When I had to get about halfway through before I realised what it was doing. Was that just to make me sound like a numpty? Actually, I don't need help with sounding like a numpty. I do that fine on my own. Anyway, now let's get back to Christmas. Okay. Oh. Boom. Oh, I get it. I get it. Christmas cat, Santa. Santa hat on the cat. I'm waving these in front of you, but I'm not actually sure if you're seeing it. I assume that you're seeing this all. Yeah. Yeah, I'm showing it to you. Yeah, it's all coming across. Let's read it. Dear Chris, have yourself a merry little Christmas. With lugs, lugs? With lugs? What's a lug? Love, hugs, and purrs, Anna Marie. Figured it was going to be the same read, but just saying Merry Christmas. That one went in all right. This one, my birthday card's stubborn. It doesn't want to grow older. To be fair, it's right. I don't want to grow older. Right here. We're down to one card, and I think all my Kitten Academy fans will know exactly which card this is. So a little heads up to those who have not received their card yet. To those who have not received their card yet, I would suggest you start looking away. It'll probably take me about 30 seconds for me to open it. So if you don't want to see it, then I'd suggest that you get looking away. Well, say I look away. That's not going to help me. I'm the one who wants to see it. That's it. So everybody who doesn't want to see it, is everybody looking away? Okay. I want to have a look at it. Oh. Okay. Everybody who's looked away, they can look again now. Okay. I had to do that. I remember last year everything went a bit chaotic with the deliveries. So had to be a bit careful with those who are watching, just in case. Looks like everybody's probably got their card, but I didn't want to risk it. So yeah, yes, I see everybody saying it. It's Loganberry. Okay, fair enough. Obviously, everybody's got theirs, and that's fine. And there's mine. But it's really great that Kitten Academy can do that. And I'm obviously wanting to show my support to Kitten Academy by having it on in the background for you while I'm chatting. But it seems like they're all sleeping right now, so what can I do? Anyway, I got another few cat shirts for my Christmas day. I can have a little look through all my gifts, but you'll see them cat shirts in due time anyway, because I'll probably wear them during live streams. So yeah, you'll in due time. You will see me wearing them. I think one's like Namaste. One's they're all meant to be. I think they're all meant to be calming, telling me. I'm starting to think that my parents and my auntie are trying to tell me something. Oh, and I've got 2XL shirts now as well. I can fit into those. I've dropped from 3XL. I'm now at 2XL. I'm surprised that I've managed to drop so much weight, but it's all this walking to town, I think, that's doing it. And wow, it's done me great no end. And I'm happy. I'm happy that it's done now. So it was great to lose weight. Wow, time really flies when you're getting into it. But that was a lot of cards, and wow, so grateful for everybody. Everybody who sent me them cards. I don't know where to put them now, but I'll find somewhere. I mean, I've tried putting all my Kitten Academy cards up there, but you can't really see them very well. But I try to put them up there so they can be seen in the background. But there's also a problem with my big head being in the way all the time. But you need my big head because I'm the one who's doing all the blooming talking and pulling funny faces, it seems. But, yep. Thank you, and you hadn't seen the rest of it, Leanna. I love that. You're probably the first one who's called my room organized. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm probably the least organized person. It's like, well, when you're walking around on the floor, it's like a little course of some kind. Thank you, Kitten. Thank you, Kitten Fango. Yeah, the top always looks better than the bottom. We'll stick with that one. Well, I'll let that one lie there for you. You're making your own jokes now. Well, it's mostly just sweets, but I gotta say I'm quite partial to those. A nice tub of Haribo. Like I'm presenting an award here. I got Haribo. Great camera angles. You mean on Kitten Academy or me? Because I've only got one camera angle, I'm afraid. Plop that down there. There's a guy's like, blah, 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 blah. I'll find me tongue in a minute. Do you guys like a Haribo? I think some of you do. I think some of you have said. Thanks. I know I'm beautiful. I'm the best side. Yeah, I know. Not to get so arrogant and egotistical. Yeah, well, I only want to. Well, yeah, I only need to show off the best side. You don't really need to look at my floor. It's not exactly the best looking, but you get what you need. What you need is me. I'm the one doing the rambling here. You want to look over at me, or unless Mr. A walks in the room and upstages me. It's all right. I've muted this. I mute the sound anyway because it gets a bit over the top because I get distracted and then you guys will get distracted because you've probably got Kitten Academy on a second screen as well at your place. But this is what it is. We're all fighting over it, and you've been spoiled having a 3-bedroom apartment to myself because my mum and brother died. Died 4 years ago, but now the housing authority finally has the money to renovate it, so they're moving me. Oh, right, okay. Sorry, I thought I wasn't sure where that story was going, and then halfway through I realised that it's not got exactly the happiest of endings. Sorry about that. I was reading that in the wrong way. Sorry that you've had to go through all that. It's not something I usually get happy about. It wasn't a smile, so I'm sorry about that. But I also got a couple of boxes of these. Couple of selection boxes. My auntie and my parents both gave me one in their bag, so ended up with two. I'm not complaining. I love Galaxy. Love me Galaxy. Oh yeah, I love my Galaxy so much. I also got a bag of Celebrations as well. You really love me. Dust already. Ay. Okay. Well, I think that's all my presents. Oh, I got a few calendars as well, so we'll get on with Galaxy is good stuff. You love trying the sweets from abroad. Yeah. I don't tend to get much from America. There used to be like American sweet shops that they used to have around town. I've not seen one for a while. There probably is some in the town centre, but I've not been to it. Oh, is that okay? I won't be too disheartened then for not finding them. But American chocolate is terrible. Okay, I won't go trying to search for a chocolate shop, a sweet shop, an American sweet shop then. Well, Lindt is Swiss, isn't it? Lindor? They're Swiss, but you can get them in many different flavors. Oh, you love your ginger biscuits, don't you, Anna? I remember I was trying to send you some one time. Didn't happen. Though. I had to eat them because we weren't sending them out quick. We weren't being able to send them out, and they were going out of date. And I was like, so I'm afraid I had to dispose of them. It's a tough job, but somebody got to do it. I didn't want to chuck them out. I didn't want to have them chucked out. Can't waste perfectly good biscuits now, can you? But it sounds like you've quite got your own selection anyway, so no biscuit left behind for me. Peanut M&Ms, yes, by Nestle. It's funny, we did chocolate earlier this year, didn't we? It was actually February's topic. Wow, we're going right back there. We're going right back to the start of the year with these topics. I mean, we obviously last January restarted off with a mental health looking at, so I'm sort of doing that every year. Getting in when I do January, I'm going to kind of make a little awareness. It might not be as big each year, but I want to make sure the people who have struggled by talking to them in January. And while I'm talking out to them now because it's nearly January, and well, it's still probably feeling the same. And January is usually a hard one for people. They're still trying to get over that, but I want to give them a little bit of just tell them that they're not alone. That's the simple thing. It's like they're not alone in this world. They can tell us stuff, and they're perfectly fine to tell us. Actually, Anna, the chocolate topic was your topic. The person who started the mental health idea was my friend Lorna. she's a great person. She's doing great things, and I hope for the best for her. But yeah, so she started the mental health one and went on to chocolate, and then we did grapes. It was an interesting one, but it did mean that I got to go through different styles of grapes and like vitis vinifera, and got to say some funky words. Oh, and I got to talk about wine, how to produce wine, and stuff like that. So that was fun. And then in April, we went over some superheroes. Bearing in mind, you can go back and watch these videos for yourself as well in the whole, because I haven't got the notes of that in front of me right now, and that'd be a lot of notes. But if you want to see the whole history of that particular topic, just scroll back, and that video is available to you. So this is kind of it's a party, but we're gonna have a look back at the year. So in April, yeah, we looked at superheroes history, where they came from, how it started long ago, time ago. It started as just comic books. Some of them, we doubt are superheroes, but they're still labelled as them. But it is what it is. I'm not gonna argue that, because it's been debated many times. Who's a superhero? What is a superhero? What? That debate goes on. I'm not gonna try. I'm trying not to get into there very much. Then in May, we did dogs. Not my preferred topic, but it was suggested, and I do the research, and I gave you the history of dogs, which was actually quite fun. Actually, I had quite a good time doing that one, pretending to bark like a dog. And then in June, we did Rolls Royce, because my friend Jana, who works there, I decided, yeah, we'll do Rolls Royce. I thought, oh, and plus it's hometown, it's Derby. Why not? Better do something. And then the year later, and then the month later, for Sam, I did Indian cuisine, because, well, obviously he's from India, and he suggested the Indian cuisine, and that was very, very interesting to find out all different varieties of Indian food and how it can all be prepared. That was really, really good to do. And then in August, we did the Olympics, because it was the Olympic year. So I thought, why not? We'll just do the Olympics. Got quite a few laughs when I said that in the Olympics, when they did the running track, they did it in the nude. They did it in the nudie, with their nuggets flying about and everything, you know. But that's the thing, when they were there back then, they were all big athletes. They were happy to show off their load, literally. And then a tribute to our friend Joanne, we did tartan in the September, a couple of months ago now, which was a good thing. It was very good, very interesting to find out about tartan. I know loads of different clan tartans, and the fact that tartan patterns have been going on for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years. And tartan began in China, if I remember correctly. Quite an interesting one as well. So, the Tian Mountains, I believe, is where the first tartan-style silky pattern was found. Anyway, that was quite an interesting topic to do. So, tartan, there you go. Not just Scottish. Everybody wears tartan nowadays, it seems. And then in October, we did apples. Those of you, it's only a few months, we're only a couple of months ago now, so you'll probably be able to remember these ones. So, apples, that was a fun topic to go through the history of apples. Started in Kazakhstan, as the tiny apples. Tiny apples as there would be back then. But yeah. And last month, we did, thanks to Terry, who I believe might be still here, Terry gave us costumes. And that was a nice topic to do because we got to be silly. And again, my channel is silly. I'm silly. I'm always silly. Wouldn't be any fun if I wasn't silly, would it? Toblerone. Oh, you mentioned Toblerones. Oh, my dad loves Toblerone. I got my dad some Toblerones for Christmas, actually. There were some little ones that were individually wrapped, little individual wrapped cubes. My dad likes those. It's easier because he doesn't really like cracking the big bar. He prefers just to have them individually wrapped so we could have them individually. Terry popped in for a little bit. I saw her. She did come up for. She did come in for a little bit then. But, thank you, Leanna. I try and cover a lot of stuff. I'm not just sticking onto one topic. As I go further into topics, my show may escalate into something else. Because I'm always thinking, there's always ideas going around. It's just, I don't know which one's going to coalesce with each other. You could end up with anything. I mean, I've got next year's topics all sorted. Next year, next month, I'm gonna do with the mental health part. I'm gonna go a bit specific with autism, thanks to a friend suggesting that. And then in February, I'm gonna do bikes, as in push bikes. So that's something to look forward to, I guess. Finding out the history of bicycles should be interesting. Then I'm gonna in March look at the history of football. That's gonna be fun for me, I guess. In April, I'm gonna go to my hometown and I'm gonna have a look at Derby's history. Have a proper look into Derby and see what's historic, what things that I've missed. Because I've lived here so long. I don't notice as much as I probably should. People say, you've lived here, you surely should know all the history. It's like, I'm into a routine. I know what I need to know. I forget that there's a broader history. So I'm always surprised when somebody's telling me about the history, because it's like, I didn't know that. So they ask me, how long have you been living here? But anyway, then that's April for the Derby history. In May, we're gonna do the history of Zeppelins. Them big hot air balloons. They weren't just for World War II, because you kind of saw a lot of them during that time. But I'll do my research and I'll find out what else they're used for, because I think they're like tourists. You can use them for tourists as well. When we move on, we're going to do in June, we're going to go on to doing some Turkish cuisine. That'll be interesting, because, well, that's where my mate Jana is from. He has Turkish background, so I thought, well, since this year I did Indian cuisine, I'll do Turkish cuisine for Jana next year. That was a fair trade-off, isn't it? And then in July, I'm going to do Roman Britain. That should be interesting. I mean, I love Roman history, so that I'm all over that. And I know pretty much about Roman Britain, but it'd just be nice to have a discussion about it with each other. So that should be a fun one to do, because it's hard to find somebody who doesn't love the Romans. Maybe the Persians and that. Maybe they don't like them too much. Maybe the Greeks, they're a bit iffy on them. Maybe the Carthaginians, they might not be too happy, which is now Tunisia. But yeah, Carthaginians died out years ago with Hannibal. Gave it a good try, though. He gave it a good try in the Punic Wars. But I'm afraid just couldn't hold it together. And they were taken over. That was the joys of the Roman times. They were taking everybody. They saw, they conquered. Something like that. Vini Vidi Vici. I can't remember how it is, but that's one of Caesar's famous lines anyway. Anyway, that's July. In August, we're going to look at the history of octopus. That one will be interesting, because we're going under the sea for that one. Or underwater. Or in a fish tank. Whatever way you want to look at it. So that's August. In September, I'm going to have a look at the history of dodgeball. Should be an interesting one. My auntie actually suggested this one. My auntie Anne suggested that I do that one. It was because we were watching the movie Dodgeball, so it kind of came up, and it was kind of like, oh, let's do that topic. So I'm looking at that. And that's September. And we move on to October. I'm gonna dig into Germany. I think I might do German cuisine for that one, because obviously German history is so broad, and because countries back in time, they kind of collaborated together. They kind of were all one at one point, so they all covered each other. So it's a bit of a tricky one to cover without covering all other countries as well, because it wouldn't actually be Germany at that point. It would just be technically European history, because of all that stuff that happened in the past. Actually, I think all Germanic tribes were taking over a bit of everywhere. I think they took over where Spain was with the Visigoths. But anyway, it was all fun by then. But this topic's selected by my pastor Andy, who's our head pastor. He's a good guy. And then in November, a guy suggested that from church actually suggested that I do the garden spade, but I thought I'd broaden it a little bit and turn it into doing like a gardening show. Not where I'm gardening. I mean, we're talking about like gardening in general, gardens. I figure be a nice balanced topic to do, and people enjoy times in gardens. It could be quite good for people. Anyway, wow, time has flown by. You have a large German community in Philadelphia, do you? Wow. I think everywhere, doesn't they have a German community? I mean, there's a live stream thing in Leavenworth, Washington, and I think that's a German-based town, isn't it? That Leavenworth. Somebody back me up here. I've never played. Yeah, I'll be honest. I've never actually played dodgeball. I always thought it was just an American thing. You keep. I'm sorry. Well, you all reading me? Is everything good? Yeah, I guess you do have a mixture of cultures coming into America, but that's been happening for many years now. All the Revolutionary Wars and stuff like that, where before you became the United States, you were just a mixture of all different countries just decided to have a little bit of that, having a little bit of that, and that's why they all had wars until George Washington and his pals and his founding fathers signed the Declaration of Independence in 1776. I believe that's when it was all signed. Exactly. That's, I believe, what I was trying to say anyway. I think I got it. But I'm not, I think the date is right. But anyway, I've got to just say thank you, everybody, for watching. And thank you, and just thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the gifts that you send in, all the cards. I'm eternally grateful for all that. So just thank you. Thank you, everybody. And I just want to say Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, which is still yet to happen. So I can go with that one. Wish you all a Happy New Year, because this is me closing out 2024, my last live stream of 2024. Hopefully I'll be able to post a video of some of my some photos of the Christmas dinner I had. Hopefully I'll be able to get those photos through and make a little video. It won't be a big one like this. It'll just be a little one I'll add in so you can watch at your own leisure. I figure you'd like to see what it was like around our Christmas dinner table. Anyway, yes. Thank you, and I will see you all next month. Some of you I'll chat to you during this month, but if I don't see you anytime, then goodbye, and I will see you, and have a happy new year. Goodbye.